I didn't bother making an intro for this, so let's just get this over with.
I had plans to make Matthew suicidal back in December because of what he did to me. Considering he made you suicidal, I could care less if you made him suicidal back. Hope he goes through with it one day.
Okay, this is fucking disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to believe you actually give two shits about suicidal thoughts and mental health now? I mean, I was always confused because I've never seen you care unless it was convenient, when you could milk for pity points, hide behind to dodge accountability, or twist some sob story where you play the victim. Every time things don't go your way, it's meltdown saying I'm so broken, even during the multiple times where you're demonstrably at fault. But when it's someone who isn't enabling and capitulating to you, then suddenly suicidal thoughts become a fucking joke. A sick punchline you toss to your garage like it's some twisted one-liner. Thanks for finally setting the record straight. Before I go any further in this, I want to point out a small little observation. You see, I didn't hear a damn thing about any supposed incident involving Matthew until February, which is well after December. Meanwhile, you were apparently plotting to push him toward a mental breakdown during December, and then openly admitted it on February 27th, which, let's be honest, is exactly 7 days after he finally had the balls to cut ties with you, which alone doesn't really help your case. So let's do the math here. If Matthew really did make you suicidal, as you've claimed, why the fuck was that never brought up until after he walked away? That kind of timing isn't just suspicious, but it reeks of retroactive justification. It looks like you need a new angle to keep the narrative in your favor, and what better way to throw out a bombshell claim and expect everyone to take it at face value? And let's not ignore the fact that one of my friends told me back in October, or whichever, they had a habit of talking about such suicidal ideation in an offhanded, almost theatrical way. I've got news for you. That's not how someone in real pain behaves. That's how someone talks when they want sympathy without substance. Now, maybe I've got something wrong. Maybe it's a detail I missed. Maybe I'm flat out retarded and interpreted some of this shit wrong. But given your behavioral patterns that really don't take more than 5 minutes to connect for anybody paying attention, I think it's more likely that you're full of shit, Megan. If that's the case, then not only is your credibility shot to shit, but you're actively weaponizing one of the most serious and personal struggles that someone can go through. Not only is this beyond fucked in the head, but it's also manipulative and extremely exploitative. And I'm sorry, but even I, of all people, have a little bit too much respect for people to let that shit slide. And let me make something perfectly clear while I'm at it. I'm not entertaining your Matthew made Megan suicidal claim because I believe you. I'm only humoring and assuming it isn't conveniently timed bullshit, just long enough to put forth a legitimate argument. Even if this were to be true, the very fact you outright admitted to plotting to push Matthew to the edge pretty much killed any benefit of the doubt I could have possibly had. That's not vengeance, let alone justice. That's just you being as disgusting as a person you want to condemn so much. And dare I say, your complete lack of self-awareness is both staggering and dangerous. And I hope he goes through with it one day. Way to put me right, dickhead. You know, all this time, I thought you were just gullible or stupid. But you've outright proven to me that I've given you the benefit of the doubt so many times to a point I end up outright lying to myself. You don't give a fuck about anybody's mental health or trauma. You just want them in your arsenal, so you can pull them out whenever it makes you look righteous. It's all selfish, performative garbage, and hardly anybody's falling for it anymore. Let's also not forget this whole damn drone is 100% avoidable. All this bullshit happened just because Matthew, and some of his friends, mind you, finally had enough and wanted to distance themselves from your toxic, narcissistic ass after you'd been using them for years. Instead of even a shred of decency or self-reflection, you doubled down on cruelty and manipulation. And this is where we're at now? Setting the bar this low because people dare to hold you accountable? You dragged everyone through the dirt, and then have the fucking nerve to play martyr. As if somebody holding you accountable is another reason to condemn them. Fuck you, Dekken and Megan. You both revolt me to the core. Furthermore, I can't stress this enough, but from what I've seen, you give more of a shit about some trivial bullshit on a $700 screen than the people who actually matter, your own family. Even when I was going through my own shit, and quite frankly as being a toxic asshole and a massive hypocrite myself, I still put my family first whenever I really could help with anything. That's the bare fucking minimum, the absolute bottom line that every half-decent person knows to respect. Flipping the coin, however, I've noticed you're too busy drowning in your toxic swamp of self-pity and bullshit, sitting high in your self-inflated pedestal, dragging everyone you claim to care about through the mud of your ego-fueled insanity. You don't have to ghost the internet entirely. Hell, keep your sad little corner for all you want. All we expect for you is to start giving a damn about your own health instead of wallowing in that poisonous echo chamber of lies and excuses you built around yourself. For us, on the other hand, it evidently wasn't as simple. We were expected to bend over backwards for you, be good friends, yet at the same time, expect to lose everything we built your own fucking whim, be sensitive and caring but only about the people you deemed worthy, to be passionate but only about whatever you want us to be passionate about, be strong and assertive while simultaneously swallowing your toxic bullshit, not like trained dogs, enabling your self-centered ass. We look past all your glaring faults, your shredded R's behind our backs like not only fucking vulture but also giant hypocrite. We are expected to sacrifice our mental health, emotional sanity, and everything on your command, and to top it all off, we had to put up with being condemned for having the balls to care, to call your already freaked out parents when you threatened to OD yourself, and show any shred of decency towards someone who couldn't give less of a fuck about us, even well before you got outed yourself. Fuck you! I'm already hearing the chorus of morons screaming, "Oh, Rogue's a bitter, angry man because he got ousted and has dirty and gender issues." To those people, no, I'm not. I'm a bitter, angry man with entitled moron issues. So if you want to play the victim card with your tired Luke treats people unfairly bullshit, here's a news flash. The door swings both fucking ways, asshole. Drop the mic. I'm fucking done here.